And good evening, everybody. Welcome to West Bend Community TV's production of high school football. It's week 5 of the football season, and tonight the West Bend East Suns, on Tribute to Veterans Night, play host to their conference opponent, the Nicolet Knights. Nicolet comes into the game with a record of 1-3. The Suns coming with a record of 3-2. So a big game for the Suns, standing-wise, here in the North Shore Conference tonight. Nicolet won the toss. They're going to receive. Sam Gelnick will kick things off and get us started on a beautiful fall night. Here's Gelnick's approach to the football, a line drive, and going to go out of bounds. And Nicolet is going to be favored with a out-of-bounds kick. So just prior to our game tonight in the Tribute to Military Veterans Night, beautiful parade of military Harley veterans drove around the track here for a lap. And then tonight, every varsity football player is accompanied by a veteran here. All right, so we're set to go. 1st and 10 for the Nicolet Knights at the 35-yard line. East last week took a loss to Homestead, 38-6. Meanwhile, last week, Nicolet dropped one to Slinger, 38-20. Starting quarterback for the Knights is Carson Trimborn, and on the first play of the game, Trimborn going to hand the ball off for a running play. And it's a pretty good running play on the opening play of the game. Deshaun Austin is the ball carrier. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and about 2. So a good run there from scrimmage to start things off tonight for the Nicolet Knights. Nicolet dressed in their road whites with the light blue trim. Suns dressed in their military tribute uniforms, the burgundy kind of camouflage. Here's the 2nd down play. It's a pitch. And trying to run with it again is Deshaun Austin. He's got a 1st down across the 45 to about the 48-yard line. So 2 plays, 2 runs, and a 1st down for the Nicolet Knights. Nicolet's season thus far opened up at 0-2, losing to Whitefish Bay and Hartford. Then a victory on September the 6th against Port Washington. And then on Friday the 13th of September, they lost to Slinger. So that's what brings them in here tonight at 1-3. We'll go over the Suns' record here for you in just a moment. Now 1st and 10 for the Knights. As Trimborn goes out of the gun formation, now the pitch back coming across the 50, inside Suns territory. And down inside, that is Angelo Morgano, the ball carrier. West Bend East coming into the matchup tonight at 3-2. Pretty much has shadowed win-loss, win-loss. So a win in opening night to Port Washington, a loss to Grafton, a win against Slinger on a tight one, 9-7, and then most recently on Friday the 13th, a loss to Homestead, 38-6. Now 2nd and 1 for the Knights, who are looking pretty good here on the opening drive of the football game, and they'll hand one off to Austin. Austin cuts it inside to about the 42-yard line, and he'll have another 1st down for Nicolet. So now Nicolet down to the 40-yard line. Just underway here at Carl Pick Field, but the Nicolet Knights with a good drive to get things going here so far. Now at the 40, 1st and 10. Trimborn out of the gun, 1 receiver right, 1 running back. Trimborn, handoff coming around again to Austin. Or that's Trimborn, my correction on the keeper. And Trimborn will pick up a couple of yards. And it'll be 2nd down and about 8 for the Nicolet Knights. Only the 3rd time these two schools have met each other in the short history now of the North Shore Conference. Trimborn, gun formation again, back to pass, throw one over the middle, and it's almost intercepted. Sam Gelnick just had a grip on that football and just couldn't come up with it for the interception. So it'll be 3rd and 8. In the 2 previous meetings between Nicolet and West Bend East, it's all West Bend East. In 2017, East over Nicolet 26-10. And last year, it was East over Nicolet 42-18. So the Suns looking to keep their record intact here tonight against Nicolet. Now facing a 3rd and 8 First third down, a conversion attempt of the night. Cara Pembord back, and it's almost intercepted again by West Bend East. And again, coming in was Gelnick to try to make the interception. So now it'll be 4th and 8 for the Nicolet Knights at the 38-yard line on a drive that started back at the 35. Nicolet picked up 2 consecutive first downs. And it looks like Al Murader, the head coach of the Knights, is going to go for it on 4th down and 8. Early game here and a big play call here. Trimborn, true receivers left, goes back in the pocket under pressure. Dumps one over. It is caught and completed out there to Austin. Austin fighting his way to the sticks. There is a penalty marker on the field, however. Initially, Austin looks to have enough for the first down for Nicolet. But now we'll wait and see what the penalty flag is. If it's on West Bend East, Nicolet will get another first down, and it is not. It's holding on the Knights. And if you're West Bend East, you are going to obviously accept this penalty and back the Knights up. So it's from the spot of infraction, it appears. So the Knights will now punt for it after that penalty stops them. East will get it back for the first time now tonight, and here's a nice punt, and that one's going to roll out of bounds. Gelnick will have to watch that roll out of bounds. So Nicolet starts a drive, picks up 2 straight first downs, and then the drive stalls. A penalty is what hurt them on that drive, too, otherwise they'd have had close to a first down. And much to the dismay of some of the East fans here, they're going to mark that ball down at the 10-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Suns as they'll come out for their first series of the night. Dawson Rondorf is the quarterback for the West Bend East Suns. On first down, Rondorf on the option, rolling over, throwing one. It's caught by Caden Gish. But the Knights are there all on top of Gish immediately. And maybe a 2-yard pickup for Gish. So we'll call it 2nd and 8 for the Suns on their opening possession. 8:25 remaining here in the first quarter, and we are scoreless between Nicolet and West Bend East. Rondorf gun formation, 2 receivers to the right, and the handoff on the ground. It's going nowhere. Knights are there to stop that one in its tracks as Brady Schmidt tried to get some running room, and he's unable to. And they'll actually call him a loss, and now it'll be 3rd and 8. There was one game already played in the North Shore Conference on Thursday night, September the 19th, prior to the full slate of games here on Friday the 20th of September. And now Rondorf trying to get the play off, and there's a flag on the play. It's going to be called against the Suns. Prior to the games on Friday, September 20th, on Thursday, the 19th of September, Homestead remains perfect in the North Shore Conference as they defeated Whitefish Bay 34-31. And Homestead, going into the full slate of games now on Friday night, September the 20th, sits on top of the conference at 5-0. Hartford looks to keep pace with them. They're at 4-0. Hartford on this Friday night, the 20th of September, is home against Grafton tonight. Now Rondorf out of the gun formation. He's going to throw it over the side. It is caught at the near 30-yard line and pushed out of bounds. Should be good for a first down for East. Evan Rail. And that's a first down for West Bend East.
for Suns. First down.
Nice catch there on the pattern run by Evan Rell. Now at the 31-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Suns. Rondorf out of the gun formation, split receivers, one left, one right. Handoff on the ground, Brady Schmidt. And again, Brady Schmidt is stopped by some very good penetration on the defensive line from Nicolet to stop him. Braden Ott comes in on the stop for the Nicolet Knights. And it'll be 2nd down, a loss of 3, so it'll be 2nd and 13. Rondorf out of the gun again. Nicolet looks to come with pressure again. Here's Rondorf rolling in the pocket, throws it over to the sideline. It's caught. 1st down and more, out to the 50, inside the 50 to the 49-yard line. Caden Gish with the pass reception and the 1st down for the Suns. Now West Bend East inside Knights territory at the 49-yard line. So both teams starting their initial drives tonight looking pretty good. Now the question is, can West Bend East continue the drive and convert into a score? 6:13 and counting here in the opening quarter. It's scoreless. East, though, now on the drive inside Knights territory. 2 receivers left, 1 right, 1 back in there for Rondorf. Takes a snap, fakes it. Now Rondorf rolling under pressure. Rondorf's got to look for something. Throws one away and incomplete. Rondorf had a man down the sidelines, John Hinst. But Heinz was unable to come up with the catch.
I think it's in Yang, yeah.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Suns at the 49-yard line. Coming into this game action tonight, West Bend East is tied with Whitefish Bay at 3-2 in the conference. Of course, Whitefish Bay lost in that game we just mentioned. Now 2nd and 10 at the 49. Rondorf gun formation, takes the snap, throws it over to the side. It is caught and completed out there to Rell. And Evan Rell gets it down to about the 35-yard line. It'll be another 1st down for West Bend East.
Braden Ott on the stop. Once again, Evan Rell for Suns. 1st down.
So now West Bend East down at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
Suns now 1st and 10 at the Knights 35-yard line.
5.5 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Rondorf, 2 receivers right, 1 left, 1 back, and he'll hand it off to that lone back, Brady Schmidt. Schmidt breaks a tackle. Schmidt down to the 25-yard line.
Brady Schmidt
Over the top that time.
initial contact by Braden Ott.
So Brady Schmidt, after the first couple of plays was held intact, managed to pick up a good carry there of 9 yards. And it'll bring up a very good manageable play call of 2nd and 1 at the 26. This will be the 9th play of the drive coming up for West Bend East on their opening drive tonight. 2 receivers right, 1 left for Rondorf on this play. Takes the snap from the gun. He pops one down the right sideline for the end zone. Is it there? It's incomplete. Well, Rondorf had a good pass down that right sideline in the end zone, but unfortunately just incomplete for Krause. He could not come up with it. Now 3rd and 1 for West Bend East. Receiver split, 1 left, 1 right. Rondorf on the ground, Brady Schmidt. He's got the 1st down, and he stopped right there at the 1st down marker.
Brady Schmidt
Took that wrong
up area.
Got too deep and took
Braden
it
Ott on the tackle.
Coach will see you in the
So another 1st down for West Bend East, moves the sticks.
Brady Schmidt for 2 yards and the Suns first down.
Now down to the 25-yard line. This will be the 11th play of the drive for West Bend East. A good sustained drive, but you got to capitalize. Now a power I formation for Rondorf on first down, and he'll keep it on the quarterback option, looking for some running room, and Rondorf is not going to get any running room as the Nicolet defense, very, very good there, and stops Rondorf and brings him down shy and behind the line.
Loss of 2 yards will bring up second down and 12.
So it's second down and 12 now for the Suns. 3:35 remaining here in the first quarter. No score. Nicolet on their opening drive on the opening kickoff headed for 7 plays and then had to punt it. Drive was stopped shy because of a penalty. Now Rondorf, second and 12 at the 27. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Brady Schmidt, rolling off to his left, throws one down. It's caught by John Hintz. Hintz inside the 10-yard line. And Hintz gets another good catch. And that should put it down in for first down territory. Double the goal.
Rondorf to Hintz for Suns first down.
So first and goal now at the 10-yard line for the Suns. A very good opening drive for Jeff Rondorf's offense here tonight. A drive that started back at the 10-yard line is now at the other 10-yard line. Rondorf from the gun, and handoff coming on the ground, running at Brady Schmidt. And Brady Schmidt gets it close to the 6 or 7 yard line.
Brady Schmidt, the ball carrier. Ty Tipton on the stop.
Bring a second down and goal at the 7 now for the Suns.
Second down and goal from the 7.
Say it again. Are we in over? I didn't get the ball.
One receiver left, power I again for the Suns, and here's Rondorf, fake the handoff, now rolling off to his right, looking over to the side, right end zone incomplete, and a penalty flag coming out. As Rell was the intended receiver, and now we'll wait and see what that penalty flag is. It could possibly be pass interference against Nicolet.
Hey, Coach O.
And it is pass interference against the Nicolet Knights.
You know, there's an inside release by the tight end, and they're not getting eyes inside to see what's going on.
So it'll be half the distance to the goal.
Yeah, bigger package, obviously.
And it'll be
Half the distance to the goal. Suns now second down and goal at the 3.
And then booting out the other
Everybody
way.
ran that way. Schmidt leaked out. He was the only one on this side of the half. I mean, he would have had to make a huge throw back, but he's got an arm.
again a full stack backfield for Rondorf. Goes straight under center on this one. Takes the handoff, give it to Brady Schmidt, trying to punch it in. And Brady Schmidt gets in for the touchdown.
Schmidt, the ball carrier. 3-yard touchdown run. Touchdown run. Schmidt from 3 yards. Rondorf to the hold. Gelnick will attempt the extra point.
So now the extra point attempt, a nice long 90-yard drive by the Suns here. Here's the kick from Gelnick through the uprights. It's good. And we have our first score of the night. It is the West Bend East Suns 7 and the Nicolet Knights nothing. You're watching high school football on West Bend Community TV. Back here in West Bend, 7-0 Suns at the lead. Here's the kickoff, a nice one taken back at about the 18-yard line, forwarding up to about the 20, still on his feet across the 25, to about the 28-yard line.
Okay, can you hear me? Because
So the Nicolet offense will come out now for their second drive. Now, 90-yard drive by the Suns. 14 plays, 90 yards. Brady Schmidt, the final 3 for the score. And now Nicolet, 1st and 10. And here's the play coming around, trying to get across the 30.
Trimborn, the ball carrier. Gregor Huntington on the tackle. Gain of 2 yards, brings up 2nd down and 8.
West is down 14 minutes. Take it down there. The slinger. I just got a text.
And we have a timeout with 1:35 to play here in the first quarter.
Timeout on the field. Timeout, nice.
Nicolet takes their first timeout. Back after this on West Bend Community TV. And now back to live action. Here's a handoff for the Nicolet Knights. As running with was the football there. A big gain there too. And another first down for Nicolet. So they're running the ball pretty well behind Jashawn Austin. Now 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Shotgun formation for Trimborn, and look out, the defense is there for West Bend East. He has got back there now to the 40. So it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Trimborn out of the gun, and he'll pass on across over to Austin. And Austin's in a whale of a jam, trying to get around. He does. Now a penalty flag coming up. Austin across the 40 to about the 42 would put him back at the initial line of scrimmage. But now a penalty flag back there, and it's going to be an illegal block called against the Nicolet Knights. So that one's going to back Nicolet up and cost them yardage. And this will be a huge penalty called against the Nicolet Knights. That's already the third penalty of the game already against Nicolet, and this one a very costly one. So Trimborn now with his offense in a little bit of a jam. He'll split the receivers, 2 left and 2 right, and 1 running back. First quarter drawing to a close. We'll see if Trimborn gets the play off, and he won't. That's the end of the first quarter. And after 1 quarter of play here in West Bend, it is the West Bend East Suns 7 and the Nicolet Knights nothing. You're watching high school football on West Bend Community TV. Welcome back to Carl Pickfield. I'm the Barry Hirsch. We go to the second quarter of play. There's Otis Braden carrying it for Nicolet on the first play of the second quarter.
Braden Oscar, the ball carrier, brought down by Huntington and Ty.
And it'll be 3rd down and about 25 to go here for Nicolet.
3rd down and long.
Only score in the game thus far is for the West Bend East Suns. Their only drive of the quarter, but a long drive. A 14-play, 90-yard drive capped off by Brady Schmidt's 3-yard touchdown. Now 3rd and 25. Trimborn out of the gun. Takes it, rolling to his right, throwing one down the sideline. Up for grabs and incomplete. Intended it down deep down that sideline for Colby, but it was incomplete. And it was Evan Rell making the pickoff attempt and getting it to dot. So now 4th and a mile to go, and Nicolet will punt it away for the second time tonight. And the Suns will get it for only the second time tonight. Oh, almost a block. Taken back at about the 40-yard line, and now here is Gelnick trying to get some running room. Gelnick across the 40 to about the 42-yard line.
Ty Tipton on the tackle.
So I don't know if you want to, when it's convenient.
So that's where the Suns will take over at the 42. 1st and 10. Just underway here in the second quarter. And the Suns, after a long drive in the first quarter, will have the ball for just the second time tonight. Tonight is Salute to Veterans Night here in West Bend. A very beautiful ceremony at pregame, and they're going to have some more great ceremony for them at half. On first down, here's the handoff coming across. Brady Schmidt. And Brady Schmidt just gets it back to the line of scrimmage as, again, the Nicolet defense there to make some stops. Brady Reason was there to get the initial penetration. Gain of about a yard, so it'll be second down and 9.
The guy on our sideline should always be.
On this Friday night, September the 20th, West Bend West is at Slinger tonight in North Shore Conference action. Now Rondorf out of the gun, takes the snap. Brady Schmidt hits the line, pushes the ball forward, and a very hard fought, maybe 2 yards that time. And it's going to be third down for West Bend East. 3rd and about 8.
1 yard will bring up third down and 8.
This is the first of 2 consecutive weeks that we're going to see the Nicolet Knights here in West Bend. Next week in week 6, West Bend West will play host to the Nicolet Knights. We're in week 5 of high school football action. Rondorf now out of the gun. Nicolet jumping on the line, and Nicolet will jump off sides. Coming over a little bit too soon was Jashawn Austin from the right side of the line, and then his other side of the line followed him. So another penalty on Nicolet. That's now 4 penalties already on Nicolet for 35 yards in this game. And now it also aids West Bend East, as instead of having a 3rd and 8, it's now only going to be a 3rd and 3. So Rondorf works out of the gun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Rondorf rolling in trouble, looking, gets one in, then caught. Looked like initially he wanted Hintz, but it went past him, and the recip was to Caden Gish, and Caden Gish gets the first down. Good working of that sidelines. And Dawson Rondorf right now looking pretty good in this first half. Unofficially, 6 out of 8 passing, 2 out of 2 on 3rd down so far, and 6 first downs overall. Now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 at the 42. From the gun, Rondorf keeps it himself. Rondorf to the 40 and brought down there. So a gain of about 2 for Rondorf. So 2nd and 8 at the 40. Nicolet's had a couple of close games that have been losses this year, and then they've had a couple games that they were blowouts this year. Most recently, last week, they lose to Slinger by 18 points, 38-20. They trail now 7-0 with 8:25 remaining in the first half. Suns now with a 2nd and 8. Rondorf, handoff, Brady Schmidt hits the line, pushes it forward. Brady Schmidt still on his feet. And Brady Schmidt puts it close to a first down for West Bend East. It's going to be a 3rd down and a long 1 yard to go for the Suns.
I get to the 32. 1.3 yards.
Spotter up here in the booth says about 1.3 yards officially to go. Rondorf out of the gun. Trips to the right. Takes the snap. Pressure by Nicolet. Rondorf breaks it. Throws it over. It's caught. Complete. 1st down. Caden Gish.
Caden Gish on the catch.
Hello, hello.
Brought down by Sean Austin.
Another another East 1st down.
All right, you got me? All right, that's a miracle worker.
East still perfect. 3 out of 3 on 3rd down conversions.
Gish inside the 20. And the Suns' 1st down.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Rondorf now 7 and 9 unofficially. Now down to the 19-yard line. Another good drive underway here by the West Bend East Suns, looking to go up by 2 scores possibly. Rondorf out of the gun, trips to the left. He'll throw to one of them over that side. That is Gelnick, and Gelnick rises inside, cuts it inside. Gelnick on his feet. Gelnick in the end zone. Touchdown, West Bend East.
Austin Rondorf. Stan Gelnick. That's 19 yards and a Suns touchdown.
Rondorf to Gelnick for a 19-yard strike.
Gelnick will attempt the extra point.
And the 2 will reverse options now. Rondorf will hold. Gelnick will kick. Here it comes. Down, kick through the uprights. It is good. And the Suns are on the board again. It's now West Bend East 14. Nicolet nothing. This is high school football on West Bend Community TV. Back here at
Can't tell the D end of
West Bend, here's the kickoff.
And
A high end overhand kick. Nicolet going to watch it bounce, and West Bend East going to come down and pick it down.
themselves up for a conflict.
So a drive there by the Suns to go after their first one.
Yes.
This one was a 6-play, 58-yard drive.
Yes.
And now Nicolet finds themselves down by 2 scores with 7:18 to play here in the half.
Nice take over 1st and 10 inside the 20 at the 17.
1st and 10 at the 17. Knights' first 2 possessions tonight have gone with punts. Trimborn on the first play. He'll take the quarterback option himself. He's got some running room across the 30, 35, still on his feet, and the Suns finally bring him down across the 40 at about the 41-yard line, but there is a penalty flag back at about the 29-yard line, and this could be coming back.
Wrestled down by Gelnick. There is a flag on the play.
So we'll wait to see what the penalty is called against. It's going to be, looks like it's offsetting penalties. Or is it Nicolet declining the penalty?
Holding and face mask.
2 penalties on West Bend East.
Griffin Russo is picking up on that last
Griffin Russo. Comes off the field. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Nicolet. The ball will be out at the,
1st down and 10.
they're at about the 17-yard line. And here's the pass over, and it's caught.
Pass complete. Kevin Norris on the catch. Brought down by Alex Huntington. Second down and 2.
20-0 slow.
Now second down and about 2 for the Nicolet Knights. Trailing now 14-0. Here's another running play. It's a first down. Still running on his feet. Breaking a tackle is Austin. Breaks another tackle. Still on his feet. And Austin out to almost the 50-yard line. Nice running play there by Austin. Rel finally stops him, and now we got a Sun player down on the field. So from a drive that started just 2 plays ago, now the third play of the drive, they're out to the 47-yard line. And here's Trimborn. He'll keep it himself. And Trimborn going to actually lose some real estate on that carry. It's going to be second down at about the 46. 5:48 to play here in the first half. 14-0, East leading the Nicolet Knights. Military Veteran Tribute Night here in West Bend at this game. Trimborn out of the gun, takes the snap, throwing one straight down, and he's got a man open in stride, and this has a chance to go somewhere. It's going to go all the way for a touchdown. Trimborn found his man in the open, and the catch is made for the touchdown. Beautiful play and score.
Coach Cravel.
Now we await the extra point.
So another thing we could potentially do, and I don't know, just trying to brainstorm here.
Lines are down, snap, kick, up, and good. And it's now West Bend East, 14, and Nicolet 7. You're watching high school football on West Bend Community TV. Back here at Carl Cuss Field, where the Nicolet Knights, a very good drive. 4 plays, 83 yards, the pass to Angelo Morgano, and it's 14-7 now after the extra point. Here's the ensuing kickoff, taken back at the goal line. Trying to run one back, coming out, trying to get some running room with it is Brady Schmidt. And Brady Schmidt going to be dropped inside the 20 at about the 15-yard line. So we have a brand new game now at 14-7 with 5:16 to play here in the first half. So at the 17-yard line, 1st and 10 now for the West Bend East Suns, who have seen their lead cut in half. It's now 14-7. Here's Rondorf, fakes the handoff, rolling off, now throwing one downfield. He's trying to get Gelnick, and it's out of Gelnick's grasp, incomplete.
Rondorf pass intended for Sam Gelnick is incomplete.
So it'll be second down and 10 for the West Bend East Suns. Suns have all 3 timeouts here in the quarter that's remaining. Meanwhile, Nicolet has burned 1 timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. That incomplete pass did stop the clock. And now Rondo, of course, back to the gun formation. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Handoff on the ground, trying to get a little bit of running room is Brady Schmidt. But Schmidt doesn't get a lot, just gets it out to the 20. So 3rd and 8 now for the Suns. Suns right now, not to jinx them, a perfect 3 out of 3 on those 3rd down conversions. Nicolet looking to put a stop up here and get that ball back into the hands of their offense. Let's see what Jeff Rondorf has called for his son out there on this 3rd and 8. Dawson takes the pass, Throws one over, it's caught. It'll be first down for the Suns. Evan Rell gets the reception. And it's a first down for the Suns. And they remain perfect on third down conversions. Now 4 for 4. And that's a big third down conversion pickup for West Bend East. Or they were looking at punting it right back to Nicolet.
Your jinx didn't work.
My jinx did not work. Thank you, yes. At the 31, 1st and 10. Rondorf on the ground, keeps it. Brady Schmidt pushes it up to the 35. Still pushing it forward to about the 38-yard line. Good run by Brady Schmidt. So Brady Schmidt picks up a good 7 yards on that carry.
Brady Schmidt for 7 yards. Second down and 3.
Second and 3 for the Suns. Good clock management here too right now as the clock continues to roll with all 3 timeouts in the pocket yet. Rondor fakes the handoff, rolling around, looking, he's in trouble, breaks away. Dawson still looking, now finds Brady Schmidt. Brady Schmidt going to try to get something, and Brady Schmidt is down, and he'll be dropped for a loss. But boy, Dawson Rondorf was running for his life.
So that time the tight end released
So
outside.
now, after that loss,
Bit inside.
which first looked like it was going to be a lot worse,
Tight end released outside.
it'll be
outside,
3rd and
a
8
bit inside.
for the Suns.
Like if they were running play, he was hooked.
2:38 and counting here in the first half.
Got trips my side. Trips my side. Watch. They've been just running that.
Trips
for
to
that
the right,
stuff
one
like
back
that.
for Dawson Rondorf, and whistles. And we get a Nicolet timeout.
Number 3's gonna sit.
So the Knights take their second timeout here in the first half. Timeout on the field. 2:24 to play in the first half. It is West Bend East 14 and Nicolet 7. You're watching high school football on West Bend Community TV.
Trips my way again.
Back here at
Hopefully the Cardinal comes
West
back
Bend, I'm the Bear, Barry Hirsch, along with our
Good job selling.
cameraman tonight, who is always with us, doing a great job, Tom Stoff. 3rd and 8. Rondorf back looking and gets one completed, but it's going to have to try to run something good here. Russo has got a first down. Nice catch in the open field and a good run there by Griffin Russo for the first down. Or it's Keegan Ty, my correction. But another first down for West Bend East. And West Bend East remains perfect, 5 of 5 on third down conversions. Now with 2 minutes to play in the half. Rondorf looking, throwing one over to the near sideline. It almost pucked off. Inches away from that one was Jashawn Austin. Well, that'll stop the clock.
Again, trips again.
Stops the clock with 1:53. Saves a
Tighter
timeout
bunch
for
this time. They all
East.
moved in. Watch some down the sideline here.
Here's Rondorf out of the gun again. Back to pass. He's got protection. It's caught right at the 45-yard line. Keegan Ty gets the catch. And it looks like Jeff Rondorf will take his first timeout. So timeout called by West Bend East with 1:38 remaining in the first half. West Bend East leads Nicolet 14-7. Welcome back to Carl Pick Stadium here in West Bend. I'm the Bear, Barry Hirsch. 1:38 remaining here in the first half. Suns leading Nicolet 14-7. Suns with their 8th play of this drive now coming out, but they have a 3rd and 9.
Move your way.
Suns just burned their first timeout, still have 2 to go. Rondorf from the gun, takes the snap. Now pressure from Nicolet, drops one across, caught by Brady Schmidt. Penalty flag down on the field. Brady Schmidt in the open field running, and Brady Schmidt going to be dropped shy of the first down. But now we'll wait and see what that penalty flag is at the 49-yard line. And it looks to be initial call of holding against West Bend East. Now, West Bend East was short, but Nicolet looks like they'll probably accept the penalty. So it'll be the second penalty of the night on the Suns. And it'll be third down
Was Ty supposed to drop and cover?
and about 15.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
So we'll see what Jeff Rondorf has in his playbook for his son to run on this play. One back and trips to the left on a 3rd and 15. Rondorf rolling off to his left, looking. Now throwing one down that sideline. It's caught right at the marker and out of bounds. It should be a West Bend East first down. Caden Gish. What a beautiful pattern by Caden Gish, and it's enough for another first down.
Not before Rondorf and Gish connect for Suns first down.
And on a 3rd and 15, it keeps the streak alive. West Bend East now 6 out of 6 on 3rd down conversions tonight, and that's their 10th first down of the game. A fresh set of downs now at the 44-yard line. And whistles, and are we getting a timeout here? Yes, the Knights will take a timeout.
Timeout on the field. Timeout Knights.
So Nicolet burns their final timeout. West Bend East will still have 2 timeouts to work with. 55 seconds to play in the half. 14-7 West Bend East over Nicolet on West Bend Community TV.
28-0 Slinger. 2 different houses.
Back here at Carl Pick Stadium, 1st and 10 for West Bend East following that conversion on a 3rd and 15. And the Suns are 6 out of 6 on 3rd down conversions, 10 first downs here in the opening half. Rondorf now to the gun formation. Fakes the handoff. Rolling around, looking. He's got protection. He's throwing one down the sideline, and it is incomplete. Good arm there by Rondorf, but well overthrown his receiver. Intended, was it for Sam Gelnick? So coming up will be a 2nd and 10 for West Bend East on what will be the 10th play of this drive. Suns' opening drive tonight was a 14-play, 90-yard drive back in the first quarter.
Right into my side. 2 backs.
Rondorf stays in the gun, takes the snap, throws it over to the far sideline. It's caught. Trying to get something. He's got more, and he's pushed out of bounds. Beautiful catch and run on the sideline, and he's able to get a good run off of that by Daniel Krause, and Krause picks up another first down. And he gets out of bounds, which is more important, and keeps the Suns now with still 2 timeouts remaining and 39 seconds remaining in the half.
Suns now first down and 10 from the 20-yard line.
11th play of this drive coming up now for the Suns. Rondorf again out of the gun. Receiver split, 1 left, 1 right. Takes the snap, looks one over, caught, incomplete. Oh man, he threw a bullet right there in the middle of some passes, but Krause was unable to come up with it. There were 2 Nicolet Knight defenders right there covering him. So that incomplete pass stops the clock with 36 seconds remaining. And you might think, well, maybe at least try to get a couple more shots, and if anything, let Gelnick try to kick a field goal to end the half. Suns will get the football to start the second half of this game tonight also. Rondorf on 2nd and 10, throws one over, incomplete again. Oh, man. In and out of the grass that time of Caden Gish. And now it'll be 3rd and 10 for West Bend East with 32 seconds to play in the half. So after being on the money for his first 12 passes tonight, now Rondorf has gone 1 of 6 on his last 6 passes. 3rd and 10, trips to the right, I formation for the Suns. Rondorf from the gun, takes the snap, throws one over, it's caught. And yes, they're gonna call it a catch, yes. Evan Rell goes down to his knees and makes the catch. Nope, now the other official coming in and overruling it, saying it's incomplete. That Rell was on his knees already. The initial official called it complete. The other official coming out and calling it incomplete. And that stops the perfect streak of 6 out of 6 on 3rd down conversions. And now at the 20, it's 4th and 10, so it would be a pretty hefty field goal attempt by Gelnick. And so the Suns are going to go for it now on 4th and 10. 28 seconds left in the half. Rondorf, hard snap count. He might have drawn Nicolet off sides. And that could make the difference of taking a field goal attempt. That'll push him 5 yards closer. So we'll see now if Jeff Rondorf elects to have Gelnick kick it, although Dawson coming over talking to his father, and his father sends him back in with a play, so it'll be 4th and 5 with 28 seconds to play, and the Suns will go for it. 4th and 5. First time tonight, East going for it on 4th down. Rondorf over the middle, caught and dropped. Oh, man. Again, Evan Rell had it and could not come up with the catch. So a 15-play drive goes by the boards. So Nicolet will take it over, 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. No timeouts.
Nicolet takes over on down, 1st and 10 at their own 15.
So will the Knights just look like they're going to form a sit-down touchdown formation and go to the locker room? And they do. So there you go. That's the end of the first half. At halftime, the score, the West Bend East Suns 14 and the Nicolet Knights 7. We'll be back with your second half action on a moment. This is West Bend Community TV. Back here in West Bend, Carl Pick Stadium, the Bear Barry Hirsch with you. And we are set to go along with cameraman Tom Stoff. 14-7, West Bend East leads Nicolet as we start the second half. Here is the kickoff coming by the Nicolet, and we'll get a whistle and we'll kick it again. West Bend East scored tonight in the first quarter on a 14-play, 90-yard drive. Brady Schmidt, 3 yards for the score, made it 7-0. Then the Suns got their second score of the night, a Sam Gelnick 19-yard touchdown catch from Rondorf, made it 14-0. And then the Knights stormed back for their first and only score of the night so far, a touchdown pass to Angelo Morgano, which made it 14-7. And that's where we are as we start the second half here in week number 5. And the opening kick dropped momentarily, now picked up and trying to get some big running room on the carry is Brady Schmidt from the kickoff. And Brady Schmidt able to push it out shy of the 20-yard line. They'll mark Brady Schmidt at about the 16-yard line maybe. So that's where it'll be. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Suns with their first on 10, throwing 16-yard line.
A couple of good drives by the Suns tonight. Let's see what they can do here to start the second half on their tribute to Military Veterans Night. Rondorf starts out of the gun here on the first play. Handoff, Brady Schmidt pushing it across the 20. Schmidt takes the pile across the 25. And Brady Schmidt doing a whale of a carry, almost gets a first down for the West Bend East Suns. And Brady Schmidt will get the first down for the West Bend East Suns. So a big, massive carry there by Brady Schmidt to start playing the second half.
For 11 yards. That's the Suns' first down.
So now at the 27-yard line. Rondorf, one receiver to his left, 2 backs, takes the snap, going to keep it on the ground to Brady Schmidt. Schmidt cuts it back and maybe gets it back to the line of scrimmage. At one point in the first half, West Bend East was dominating and were 6 out of 6 on 3rd down conversions. Suns had 11 first downs in that first half. Now 1 here to start the second half. Now a 2nd and 9 at the 28. Here's Rondorf, takes a little snap but handles it. He's got protection, now pocket breaks down. Rondorf throws it way up for grabs and out of bounds on the far sidelines by Nicolet's bench. So it will bring up a 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9.
Suns were very good on those 3rd down conversions in the first half. See if that carries over here now to the second half.
Probably not as bad as like in basketball if you screw up, all over.
Clock stopped, 10:44 remaining in the 3rd quarter. East leads 14-7, opening drive of the second half. Rondorf, and this might cost West Bend East a couple of yards to delay a game. No, instead it's a legal procedure, false start. That's only the 3rd penalty of the night against the Suns. But now it'll back them up 5 more yards and make it a 3rd and even longer. So it'll be 3rd and 15 now. Tight game at 14-7 right now, early 3rd quarter. Low snap, Rondorf gets it. In the pocket, throws one, gets it over. Brady Schmidt's got running room. Brady Schmidt 30, 35, 40, 45, and Brady Schmidt finally pushed out of bounds, shy of the 50-yard line, but a huge reception and carry run for Brady Schmidt. And the 3rd down conversions continue here for West Bend East.
Inside the 45, near the 44, and the Suns first down.
Suns are now 7 out of 8 on first downs, and that one was a big one to Brady Schmidt. Now at the 44-yard line in Knights territory. Handoff, keeping it on the ground, Brady Schmidt. And Schmidt brought down right away at about the 45-yard line. Daniel Inyang, number 7, brings him down. Inyang, the 6-foot, 170-pound senior linebacker for the Nicolet Knights. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Knights.
Flash just trying to go through them. No, I know what you mean, but
Just these couple.
yeah.
On the night that we're taping this game, the West Bend Spartans of West Bend West are on the road across the street, down the road against Slinger. Here's a pass attempt, airing it out down the far sideline for Rell. And it's intercepted by Nicolet. And that'll be the first turnover of the night. He was going deep for Rel, and Rel was covered and was intercepted. As I was saying back earlier on this Friday night, September the 20th, West Bend West, who will be here against Slinger in our next game, trails Slinger 35-0. Now, Nicolet, 1st and 10, back at the 8. And out of the snap from center, here's Trimborn. He's going to air one up, and it's almost picked off back the other way. Threw it up for grabs. He wanted Austin on that one, and the Suns almost picked it off and got it right back. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for Nicolet. Clock stop, 9:33 in the 3rd quarter. And West Bend East leads Nicolet 14-7. Whoa, and look out, Nicolet player. A little bit of a late retaliation out of frustration, Jashawn Austin. And it's a good thing that probably the officials didn't get a look at that one, or he might have been looking at an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Instead, it's 3rd and 10 for Nicolet.
Loss of 1 yard on the play brings the 3rd down and 11.
The score gets messed up.
Nicolet is 0 of 2 right now tonight on 3rd down conversions, and now back at the 8-yard line. They can ill afford a mistake here. Trimborn, gun, takes the snap, fakes it, delayed handoff. This one's going for some yardage and more. And wait a minute. Oh, Austin was off and running to the races, and we might have a late penalty flag or something at the line. It was a late whistle. Jashawn Austin, though, was off and running. He would have gone the distance. And now we're waiting to see. I don't see any penalty flags on the field. So it might have been an inadvertent whistle that stopped that play. And the official is signaling up here to the press box what that was. It most likely might have been an inadvertent whistle, because there are no penalty flags and everybody just kind of stopped.
3rd down and 11.
So they'll replay it. Possibly a break there for the Suns. All right, here we go. Oh, and now we're going to get a penalty flag. And this one's going to be pass interference called on the Suns. Salamone came charging in, and that's what it is, pass interference on the Suns.
Suns is the penalty.
And that's going to give Nicolet an automatic 1st down. So 8 of somewhat there for the Knights. Now they put him out at the 23-yard line. Trimborn. And hands one off, running around, trying to get some running room.
Austin with the ball carrier, brought down by
As Austin ran with that one.
gain of 7 yards brings up
So 2nd and 3. The Knights have shown at times here in this game tonight that they can run with the football. And Jashawn Austin's had a few good breaks of yardage runs. 7:50 to play 3rd quarter. And now it looks like it'll be a keeper for Trimborn. He'll break one tackle, cross the 30 to about the 32. And that might be enough for another Nicolet 1st down, depending on the marker. And they will give Trimborn enough for the 1st down. So now Nicolet showing a little bit of life here in this third quarter. At the 33 now, 1st and 10. Trimborn out of the gun, takes the snap, handoff on the ground. That was Austin, and he crosses the 35 to about maybe the 36-yard line.
Austin, the ball carrier, Huntington, and Gilly.
So a gain of about 4, and we'll call it 2nd and 6 for the Nicolet Knights. At the 36-yard line.
Second down and 7.
Trimborn stays in the gun. Man in motion goes the other side. That's Colby. And a tackle going to be made right there at the line. Maybe a yard gain if at the most. As Colby tried coming around. And now it'll be 3rd down and about 6 for Nicolet. Knights are 0 of 2 on 3rd down conversions so far tonight. Trimborn out of the gun, try to keep things going. Split 2 receivers line on left. Handoff coming around to wide, and he's going up. Breaks a tackle. He's got a 1st down. He's in the open field, and he's finally brought down inside the 40-yard line.
On Austin, the ball carrier, Sam Kelnick on the tackle.
And a huge 1st down carry pickup there for Nicolet. They had him stopped dead to rights. He kept his feet grinding, and Austin gets the 1st down.
First down, nice inside the 40 near the 39.
So at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10, under 6 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Trimborn out of the gun. He'll keep it on the ground, keep it with Austin again. Austin breaks some yardage, gets it on his feet, still on his feet. Austin down inside the 20. A late penalty flag coming out now.
Austin, the ball carrier, Salamone on the tackle.
And another double penalty flag. So this could be
Penalties here.
2 big penalties possibly going both against West Bend East, which would very much aid Nicolet. As Deshaun Austin now starting to heat things up here for the Knights, as they threaten to tie this game up on this drive. Now the officials discussing the play. And unfortunately, this looks like they both might go against the Suns. Now I got a face mask penalty for a 5-yard penalty against the Suns. And then it looks like another one against the Suns. Either way, it's going to give Nicolet a huge gain now and set the Knights up for an opportunity to tie this game up. Couple of ill-advised penalties here in this 3rd quarter by the Suns. And look at this, wow. Big, big advantage here for Nicolet. At the 6-yard line, 1st and goal for the Knights. Suns defense needs to make a stop here. Trimborn out of the gun, 2 trips to the left, 1 to the right. Trimborn handoff on the ground. And the Knights are stopped that time by the Suns. It's a fumble. It's a fumble, I believe. And the Suns recover. So a huge turn of events there.
Once again, the ball picked up on the play by Aiden Orth, leading to a Suns 1st down.
All right, let's get him fired up. Let's go. Let's pin him down here. Pin him down here.
So now 1st and 10 at the 9-yard line as the Suns stop the Knights, but now the Suns with their backs up against the goalposts. Rondorf on the ground. Handoff, Brady Schmidt. And Schmidt stops shy of the 15-yard line.
Dan Johnson on the stop. Gain of 5 yards on the run. That brings up
Nice
second down and
job
5.
punching, but he's got to rip off that.
Well,
block.
earlier tonight we saw the Suns go 14 plays and 90 yards for a score. This would be a 91-yard drive if they can keep it down and keep it moving. 5 minutes to play, third quarter. Low snap, Rondorf handles it. Looking for some help, Rondorf directing traffic. Dumps one off, last minute punch there. And he caught it at the last possible second. Caden Rummel with the reception.
Caden Rummel. Morgano. And Connors on stop.
First down.
And it's pretty close, and they will give him a first down.
Pass to Rummel. That's the Suns' first down.
So now,
Don't tell me stop or start like that guy in the side.
now at the 21-yard line, first and 10 for the Suns. Leading Nicolet 14-7 with 4:45 remaining in the third quarter. Rondorf out of the gun. Another little snap.
Pretty good job by
But he gets the ball off and hands it itself to Brady Schmidt.
Dan Johnson on the stop. Gain of 6 on the play. That brings up second down and 4.
And it'll be second down and 4 now for the Suns. Nicolet had a good sustained drive going, and the fumble turned it over. Now the Suns trying to come back. Rondorf goes straight under center. He fumbles the football. And I think he was managing to get back underneath it just in time.
Covered by Rondorf. Ty Tipton is there.
One of the first times tonight that we saw Rondorf go directly under center.
Lost a few yards on the play.
Pretty much been playing out of the shotgun formation. So that loss of yardage will now make it 3rd and 6 for West Bend East. Suns are 7 of 8 on third down conversions. Rondorf again straight under center. Handoff coming around their other side, and trying to run with it is Biedenbauer, and he's not going to get much at all. He's going to be stopped shy of the first down marker.
T.
Jacob
T.
Defender ball here.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Brought down by several Knights on the play.
So it'll be
Put him on the 35.
4th and about 3 now for the Suns, and Jeff Rondorf for the first time tonight
Rondorf is in punt.
will elect to send Austin back in to punt this one away. So the Suns, unable to capitalize on the fumble recovery, will punt it back to Nicolet. Oh, low snap on the turf.
Peter.
Gets one off, and it's going to take a bounce inside the 50, but now they come back and still, look at this. Oh, come on. What, is this guy going to walk it all the way to the end zone? He finally stops at about the 45-yard line inside the 50. Talk about a favorable mark for Nicolet. Wow. They'll mark him at the 45-yard line. First and 10 for the Nicolet Knights. 2:44 in the third quarter. East hanging on to a 14-7 lead. Now the handoff on first down. Here's Austin coming around. And Austin's chopped shy of the 40 at about the 41-yard line. Now inside, they'll mark him at the 38-yard line.
Lost on the ball carrier. Gregor Huntington on the tackle. Gain of 6 yards brings up second down and 4.
Austin has gotten some good running plays here tonight for Nicolet. And for the second time in this quarter, the Knights have a chance to threaten and possibly tie this football game. Trimborn, gun formation. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Keep it on the ground. Again, trying to dink and dunk his way is Austin. And he'll dunk his way down to the 35-yard line for a Nicolet first down.
Champagne there for the Suns.
So the Suns defense able to keep Nicolet pretty much in check for the first half, but now Nicolet starting to
34-yard line.
gain some momentum and confidence on the ground as they pick up yet another first down. And now 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. 1:45 remaining here in the third quarter. Austin out of the gun, high snap, ball on the ground. And he'll fall on it and keep it in possession for Nicolet. That could have been another big turnover, but Austin was able to keep the loose ball and pick it up. So now 2nd down, back at the 38.
Loss on the play, 2nd down and 14.
Minute 10 to play here in the third quarter. Suns leading 14-7. Trimborn back in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Fakes it. Now last second handoff coming on the option. And this is going the distance. Touchdown Nicolet. And a penalty flag coming out. That's going to be a penalty tripping penalty on West Bend East.
Another late flag. I don't know if there's somebody said something.
But it will be a touchdown for the Nicolet Knights. And they are going to be an extra point away from tying this game up.
Sean Austin with the touchdown run for the Knights. There are multiple flags.
Deshaun Austin gets the touchdown. 34-yard run for the score. And all of a sudden, Nicolet is a kick away from this game being tied. And that was only a 5-play drive for the Nicolet Knights also. So the Suns got out to a 14-0 lead, and now Nicolet has stormed back with 2 straight unanswered scores of their own. 1 in the second quarter and 1 here in the third quarter. And now it's a kick away from a tie game. Lines are down. Here's the snap. Ball, kick through the uprights. It's good, and we are tied.
And a flag.
Nicolet 14, West Bend East 14. You're watching high school football on West Bend Community TV. Back at Carl Pick Stadium, the Bear Barry Hirsch. Nicolet, a 34-yard touchdown run from Deshaun Johnson. A 5-play drive going 66 yards. And the Knights try a little thing there. It does, and the Suns recover. And Rell recovers it for West Bend East. And now the Suns with 47 seconds remaining in the quarter have it 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Not a good third quarter here for the Suns. 1 drive ends with an interception. The second drive ended with a punt, which then led to the Nicolet touchdown. Now tied at 14 apiece. New game here in West Bend. Rondorf, handoff on the ground, and Nicolet defense is fired up now as they will stop him right away with not any running room there at all.
Hey, when he comes over there, pat him on the back. That was a heck of a play he just made.
Now Nicolet came into this game tonight with a 1-3 record. Their only win was against Port Washington at 14-10. And they're tied with West Bend East now on the road at 14 apiece. This is their first of 2 consecutive weeks in West Bend. Next week in week 6, we'll have West Bend West against Nicolet on our broadcast. Rondorf now out of the gun. Takes the snap. Quarterback option, and it's got nothing there. Again, the Nicolet defense there to stop it. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. We go to the fourth quarter. And after 3 quarters, it's a new football game. West Bend East and Nicolet tied 14 apiece. This is high school football on West Bend Community TV. Welcome back to Carl Pick Stadium. I'm the Bear, Barry Hirsch, along with our cameraman, Tom Stoff. 14-14, it's a new one here. And now Nicolet with all of the momentum. Here's Rondorf back to pass. First play of the quarter. Caught and intercept. Oh, boy. Almost picked off on a proud play.
So 42-yard
And
line.
now
42-yard line.
Nicolet will get the football back.
Okay, 42-yard line on this return. Stop him right there. Stop him.
So Nicolet now will get the football back after a score to end the first half and a score here in that third quarter. Now in the fourth quarter, a chance to make something happen. And it'll bounce dead at the 44-yard line.
Hey, great job, D. Great job, D. Waited for Danny Johnson to get a nice drop there.
So here come the Nicolet Knights now. First and 10 at the 44-yard line. They tied the game in the late third quarter on a Deshaun Austin 34-yard touchdown run. Now the Knights open up play here in the fourth quarter with a first and 10 at the 44. Trimborn from the gun. Handoff to the moneymaker, Deshaun Austin. Austin with running room, cuts the field and gets it down to the 40. And Nicolet starting to feel the sweep of momentum onto their sidelines now. As Austin picks up yet another Nicolet first down.
Inside the 45 at the 42-yard line of Suns.
Hey, good luck tomorrow.
Suns looking for a little momentum, switching back to their side. They need it defensively right now.
Never done it before.
Here's Trimborn, gonna throw one over the phone, and it's incomplete drop. Wow.
Yes.
Almost had his intended receiver.
Colby is incomplete.
You have the middle route too.
Russo covering on the play.
As Jeremy Colby just could not quite come up with the catch. Otherwise, Colby might have been in that end zone for the go-ahead score. Now 2nd and 10 at the 42. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Game tied at 14. Trimborn takes it on the ground, handoff, and Austin gets it inside the 40 to about the 38. It'll be third down and about 7.
Brings up third down and 7.
Nicolet, 1 of 3 on third downs tonight. Suns defense looks to put up a big stop here. They need it to stop the momentum train of Nicolet. Trimborn out of the gun, penalty flags. Nicolet says it's on West Bend East, and it is.
Penalty is on the Suns.
That'll mark it 5 yards against the Suns. And now it sets up a third and about 2 for the Knights.
Third down and 1.
Make it 3rd and 1 for Nicolet. Trimborn from the gun, on the run. First down, Nicolet at the 30.
Jacob Levanoy on stop.
And now Nicolet
Knights at the 30-yard line.
showing all the aggression and all the positive momentum right now, and the Suns defense starting to look worn down here. They need a stop. Game tied at 14. Plenty of time, 10-20. Trimborn from the gun, keeps it on the ground again to Austin. And that time the Suns defense there to stop him after only about a 2-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd down and 8. West Bend East plays on the road in week 6 on Friday, September 27th. Suns will be at Whitefish Bay. And as we've alluded to several times in the broadcast, Nicolet is right back here in week 6, and they'll take on West Bend West. Now Trimborn calls his own number, tries leaping the pile down to about the 25-yard line.
Trimborn, the ball carrier. Jonathan Doro on the stop.
And it'll bring up another 3rd down for the Knights. 3rd and about 6. Last time the Knights were in this position, the Suns gave them a present and were off sides. Now you need to stay steady, boys. Here you go. 3rd and 6 at the 9-minute mark. Trimborn out of the gun, takes the snap, looking, now under pressure. Trimborn trying to get away. He's not going to get away. That time the Suns defense did their job and come in and get him behind the line of scrimmage for a coverage sack. So now it's a loss, and it'll be 4th and 9.
Loss of 5 yards on the play brings up 4th down and 9.
And the Knights elect to go for it now on 4th and 9 at the 29 in a 14-14 game. Big play here. Trimborn on the delayed draw. Penalty flags. Austin initially has the 1st down, but now the penalty flags have come out.
There is a flag on the play.
And we'll see what the penalty flags are. It's going to go against Nicolet. There you go. And that'll negate that carry by Austin. So the Knights stab themselves in the foot and putting it back. And now will they still go for it? And Nicolet head coach Al Moroder says we're going for it on a 4th and 16. Suns defense needs another big stop. Here's the snap. Austin trying to get rid of it. Gets it over. It's caught by him, and he's going to run down the sideline. 1st down, and finally dragged out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. What a play, a big play. And it's going to be 1st down and goal for the Nicolet Knights. Wow, what a backbreaker against the Suns defense there. Now you need your defense to really step it up strong. 1st and goal at the 5. Suns defense now needs to step up and make a big play. 1st and goal at the 5, 7:43 remaining in this tie football game. Trimborn out of the gun, takes the snap, keeps it on the ground to Austin, hits the pile. He's not going to be in yet. Suns defense makes the big stop on that first play. Jacob Levanaway makes the initial contact for the Suns.
Huntington, Doro, and several of their Suns teammates on that stop.
The crucial factor right now is this is a long sustained drive by Nicolet. This is going to be the 11th play of the game of the drive for Nicolet. So the Suns defense getting tired out there. Here's the snap. Keep it on the ground, trying to push it, and not this time. No. Trimborn is stopped.
1.5 to 2.
Inside the 5, down at about maybe the 3-yard line.
Initial contact by Huntington, Rell, Vanway help out.
They mark it at the 3-yard line.
Down and goal.
3rd and goal for the Nicolet Knights. Trying to get the go-ahead score and possible victory for an upset here tonight. Suns looking for a big defensive play to stop it. Trimborn at the line, out of the gun. Takes it, looks, throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Nicolet.
Trimborn's pass is complete. Nice hit him with a touchdown for the Knights.
Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
And he got hit by a pitch. Forced to run it.
Make sure Brady.
A 12-play drive for the Nicolet Knights. And now an extra point away from being up by 7, with just over half the quarter remaining. Lines are down. Snap, ball down, kick through the uprights is good. And Nicolet has stormed back.
Going to D.
It's Nicolet 21, West Bend East 14. You're watching high school football on West Bend Community TV. Welcome back to Carl Pick Stadium, where the Nicolet Knights have scored 21 unanswered points and now lead 21-14. Here's the kickoff. "12 plays, 56 yards. Trimborn to Ty Tipton for the touchdown."
Suns will start first down and 10 inside the 20-yard line.
So now West Bend East with, and here's a good handoff. Brady Schmidt, and gets a good running room.
Brady Schmidt, the ball carrier. Austin on the tackle.
And they're going to need a few more runs like that from Brady Schmidt now.
16 yards. And Suns first down.
Suns have all their timeouts to work with, and they might need them.
Hey, you got twins the white side. This is a good screen formation for them too. Option.
Brady Schmidt, the ball carrier. Cole Trimborn forces him out.
Another carry there by Brady Schmidt. Stops the clock with 5:40 to play in the football game. 14-0 in the second quarter for West Bend East. Nicolet has stormed back with 21 unanswered points. A touchdown in the second quarter, third quarter, and one here in the fourth quarter. Now the Suns down by a score with 5:40 to play in the football game. Here's Rondorf. Keeps it himself, cuts it inside, he's got the first down.
Austin Rondorf, the ball carrier. Ty Tipton on the stop.
That'll move the chains and keep momentum going now for West Bend East. East entered this game tonight right in the middle of the pack in the North Shore Conference at 3-2. An upset loss here tonight would drop the Suns to 3-3. Nicolet would improve to 2-3. So this is a big game in the conference standings here on Friday night, September the 20th, as we tape it for you. Rondorf from the gun. Here's the pitch to Brady Schmidt. Schmidt inside the 50. Schmidt down to about the 47-yard line.
Brady Schmidt, the ball carrier. Tipton and Ott.
So Schmidt picks up about 5 on that carry.
Good reaction by Signal. Just got to break down.
6 yards on the play.
And he'll make it 2nd and 14.
Okay, this formation, they like
Suns
to
now
out
with
to that single
4:37 remaining, but all 3 timeouts. Rondorf takes the snap,
Pass.
fakes the handoff, back in the pocket, going down the far sideline, almost intercepted. It's caught. It's got a chance to go for the touchdown. 10-5, touchdown. What a pass, what a reception to Caden Gish.
Austin Rondor. And Dish. 47 yards and a Suns touchdown.
Yeah, I probably would. Better be safe.
What a pass from Rondorf to Gish of 47 yards. And now the Suns are an extra point away from tying this game back up. 5 plays, 80 yards. That's a fast scoring drive for the Suns. Kick is good. And we are tied 21-21. You're watching high school football on West Bend Community TV. And the ensuing kickoff now. Bozo touchback. A 5-play, 80-yard drive. Dawson Rondorf to Caden Gish for 47 for the score. It's now tied 21-21. That stopped a Nicolet run of 21 straight points.
Will take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So now first and 10 at the 20 for Nicolet with 4:21 remaining. Now let's see if the Suns defense is fired up after that big offensive drive. Here's Nicolet, first play, pitch coming back to Austin. And the defense will stop Austin that one after only about a 2 or 3 yard pickup.
Fountain on the stop.
Man, the fun and excitement of high school football, and it's at its finest here tonight. Nicolet didn't travel too well here tonight. It's about a 30-minute ride from the North Shore Glendale suburb of Nicolet where they're located up here to West Bend, but the Nicolet fans that have come are being treated to a good one, and there's a stop behind the line for a loss for Austin as the East defense there to make the stop. And now it's 3rd down and 7. Nicolet fans, as we've alluded to a couple of times, will make the same trip back up here next Friday night when they'll play West Bend West. Now 3rd and 8, a big defensive play needed here by the Suns defense. Looking to pressure the ball. Trimborn passes one. It was intended for Austin. It's incomplete as could not come up with it, and it'll be 4th down. And Nicolet will punt it away. This will only be the 3rd time they're punting the football. But now West Bend East sends Gelnick back at about the midfield marker, right at around the 50. Here's the kick, a high kick. Gelnick will let it bounce. It goes back and bounces inside the 50 at the 48.
Ball is down inside the 50. Daniel Plum downs that ball. Suns take over now inside the 50 near the 48-yard line.
So 1st and 10, West Bend East at the 48. 2:57 to play. All 3 timeouts remaining for the Suns. Nicolet also has all 3 timeouts remaining. But now the advantage to the Suns at the 48-yard line.
Hey, he wants to place an order for a drink next game.
Diet Mountain Dew.
They scored a touchdown on the last drive to tie the game at 21. Rondorf back to the gun formation. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Takes the snap. On the ground, and not much there at all, and stopped right away is Brady Schmidt.
Brady Schmidt, ball carrier. Brady Reason on on the stop.
Schmidt didn't have much running room at all on that carry.
Loss of 1 yard.
It's actually a loss of 1. No huddle offense now for the Suns. Rondorf harping out the call. Takes the snap. Rondorf back. He's going to pass it over to the side. It's caught and dropped. Over on the far Nicolet sideline,
Pass intended for Gelnick.
as Gelnick was not able to come up with the reception.
Covering on the play.
So now the Suns will have a 3rd down and 11.
Brady about the screen. If he's in too easy, it's screen. Trips.
Suns 7 out of 10. Rondorf trips to the left, takes the snap back, throws one over the side. It's caught, 1st down. Evan Rell, and he gets it even further down the field, Evan Rell, for a West Bend East 1st down.
They're everywhere. Evan Bell on the left. Morgano on the stop.
And the Suns pick up a huge 1st down there.
Oh, for Suns. 1st down.
Now at the 33-yard line, fresh set of downs to work with. Still plenty of time, 2:10. And might we get our first timeout?
Timeout on the field. Timeout
Yes.
Knights.
The Knights will take their first timeout. 2:07 to play. We're tied, 21 apiece. You're watching high school football on West Bend Community TV. Back at Carl Pick Stadium, the Bear Barry Hirsch, 2:07 remaining. Game tie, 21 apiece. Here's Rondorf. Keeps it on the ground. Brady Schmidt. And Schmidt's inside the 30, 25. Schmidt to the 20-yard line. And Brady Schmidt picks up another 1st down for the Suns.
Suns. 1st down.
Suns go with the no huddle now. Takes the snap. Rondorf back, looking. Pocket breaks down. Rondorf will run it himself. Penalty flags. And Rondorf dives into the 15-yard line. We'll see what the penalty flag is now.
Good rush by Flash.
Rondorf slides to stop at the 15. There is a flag on the play.
Officials talking it over. Suns looking like it might go against them.
Real nice rush by Flash.
And it will, unfortunately. It's holding on the Suns.
Holding Suns is the call.
So they're going to be on the 32-yard line.
So obviously Nicolet will take that penalty. That's now 6 penalties for 50 yards tonight against the Suns.
First down and 21.
So now 1st and 21 for the Suns. Minute 31 remaining. You'd like to get this in field goal range if possible. Here's Rondorf working it over, throwing the sideline. And is it going to be caught or not? It is a reception. It's good for a reception. Gish with the catch. And a whistle and a timeout call by West Bend East.
Timeout on the field. Timeout Suns.
Suns with the timeout. 1:14 remaining. Game tie, 21 apiece. Back here at Carl Pick Stadium. 1:14 remaining. Game tie, 21 apiece. Rondorf. Handoff coming and trying to get some running room is Brady Schmidt. And Schmidt going to be stopped inside the 20. And it'll be 3rd down.
On the stop.
And West Bend East will have to burn another timeout. That'll leave
On the field. Timeout Suns.
That'll leave the Suns with now 1 timeout and 1:02 remaining. 21-21, a minute 2 remaining in regulation. Suns jumped out to a 14-0 lead here tonight. And then Nicolet struck back with 3 unanswered scores. Made it 14-7 at the break, tied it at 14. then took a 21-14 lead here early in the fourth quarter before the Suns stormed back on a 5-play 80-yard drive to tie it back up at 21 apiece.
Their kicker's not a sure thing.
I'm glad I'm not watching. I would have been screaming fat elbows.
Game was just a 1-10 earlier.
He'll be fine. He just had to get shake it off. That's the thing. This isn't a big spot.
All right, here we go. This is a very big play for the Suns. 3rd and 7. 1:02 remaining in a tie game. Rondorf takes the snap. He's got protection. Now it breaks down. Now Rondorf going to keep it himself. Rondorf looking for running room. Breaks a tackle. Still looking. And stopped right at the line. And now the clock continues to run. It's going to be 4th down. And as the clock continues to run, and we'll get a timeout taken by Nicolet.
Timeout on the field. Timeout Nicolet.
So Nicolet burns their second timeout. Now each team with 1 timeout remaining. The Bear Barry Hirsch back with you here at Carl Pick Stadium, along with cameraman Tom Stauff. 4th and 7 for the Suns with 38 seconds. Jeff Rondorf trots off the field. He's going to go for it rather than try to take a field goal. And here we go, and now it looks like Jeff Rondorf will burn his final timeout.
Timeout on the field. Timeout Suns.
So now West Bend East is out of timeouts. Nicolet still has 1. We still have 38 seconds remaining. 21-21. Welcome back to Carl Pick Stadium. Here we go for what could be a game-winning field goal. 35-yard field goal attempt coming up. It could be the game winner. And Nicolet will take their final timeout. Here we go, 38-yard field goal attempt, ball down, kick through the uprights, and it is no! It hits the uprights, and no good. Well, here comes Nicolet now as we will try to get something. Here is the handoff and running around in the backfield, trying to get some running room, and he'll be dropped.
He's probably spying that guy if you watch him. I think he's just spying the player.
And we are going to overtime here tonight in West Bend. After regulation, it is West Bend East 21, Nicolet 21. All right, here we go. Overtime number 1. Nicolet with the first attempt at it. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Trimborn takes the snap, and he'll hand it off to Austin. Breaks a tackle. Austin on his feet inside the 20. Knocked out of bounds, close to the first down marker. Austin got at least 9 yards on that carry. Flag back, though, at about the 28-yard line, right around the line. So this might be against Nicolet, which would favor West Bend East on the first play of overtime. It is against Nicolet. So that is the 7th penalty of the night against Nicolet. So 7 penalties, 60 yards, and now 1st and 10 back at the 39-yard line. 1st and 25. Suns get a break there. Here is Trimborn directing traffic, now tries to keep it himself. Trimborn breaks a tackle. Trimborn inside, breaks another one, and Trimborn stopped at the 30-yard line. So Trimborn gets about 9 yards back on that carry. And it'll be 2nd down and 15. Knights break the huddle. Austin getting out of the gun. Trips to the left, one to the right. Takes the snap. In the pocket, back over, incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. And now we'll see what this penalty flag is. And if this is holding on Nicolet, that's going to back him up even farther. It is.
Ball is back down to the 43-yard line, second down and long.
Now second down and long, back at the 43-yard line. So the Suns taking hopefully advantage here. He's going to pass one. It's caught. Now a little bit of razzle dazzle. It's going and down to about the 20-yard line.
You're 5 yards short. 5 yards short.
A big play there as Huntington came up with it. And it's going to be third and about 6.
That brings up a third down and 6.
So could go either way. Third and 6 at the 21. Austin out of the gun, takes the snap. Tries to keep it himself, pushes it forward. He's going to be close.
A little bit short, maybe.
His offensive line saying they've got it, but he's going to be maybe a yard shy.
Huntington on the tackle.
I think I would.
It's fourth and about a yard.
Brings up fourth down and 1 from the 16-yard line.
And obviously Nicolet in overtime going to go for it to try to get a fresh set of downs.
Okay.
Suns defense now needs to be very, very good. Need to be disciplined here too, Suns defense. Can't go off sides. Here's the snap, here's the run. It should be a first down. It's going to be close. Yeah, second effort will give him the first down.
Strong slipping.
First time tonight the Knights go for it on a fourth down and they get it. So at the 13-yard line, first and 10, penalty flag coming, running the ball, another penalty flag coming, and brought down inside the 5-yard line. But now a lot of flags out on the field, and we'll see what all the penalty flags amount to. Holding Nicolet. So now first and 10 for Nicolet, back at the 20-yard line. Trimborn out of the gun, trips to the left, one to the right. Takes the snap, Trimborn looking. Now Trimborn going to try to run it himself. And Trimborn will be dropped inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line, a gain of about 2.
Trimborn, the ball carrier. Levanway and Fuller on the tackle.
They'll mark him at the 18.
Gain of 1 yard brings up second down and 15.
So second and 15 for the Knights. First possession of the overtime. Here's the snap. Trimborn back and a throw and over. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. But it's coming back. It's going to come back as there's a holding penalty flag. So now back to the 27-yard line.
Second down and 1.
Second down and forever now for the Nicolet Knights. Just shooting themselves in the foot, but the Suns need to take advantage. Now whistles before the play can get off. And Nicolet takes a timeout. So timeout here in the overtime, tied at 21. Nicolet and West Bend East on West Bend Community TV. Welcome back to Carl Pick Stadium, the Bear Barry Hirsch. We are in overtime. Nicolet with their first possession after winning the toss, but they've had 4 holding penalties on this drive, and now 2nd and long at the 31. They've used their one and only timeout in this overtime. And here is Austin, brings it across, out of bounds. And Schmidt stops him from getting much of a yard running game. And it'll be 3rd down. Third and 28 now for the Nicolet Knights. Now if the Suns can stop them here and then go on offense and score on the offense, the Suns would win this game. But you got to stop them here, what you think is going to be 3rd and then even a 4th down play. Trimborn patches it back. Here's Austin, gets some running room. Austin down to the 10-yard line. And Austin will be shy of the 1st down, but it's going to be a big 4th down play coming up now. 4th down and 6. Nicolet going to go for a field goal here to take a lead. 25-yard field goal. A 25-yard field goal by Shane Donahue. Lines are down. Snap, ball down, kick through the uprights. Is it good? Yes. So Nicolet scores. And now it's West Bend East's turn to answer the call. Touchdown by West Bend East would win the football game. Here is Rondorf. He's in trouble. He lost one down the side. It's intercepted. And that is the game. That is the game. Nicolet wins an upset. Dawson Rondorf went back to pass on 1st down, and he's intercepted in the end zone. And the Nicolet Knights pull the upset victory and defeat West Bend East 24-21. Nicolet storms back here tonight. West Bend East took a 14-0 lead on a couple of touchdowns. Nicolet would come back late in the 2nd quarter to get a touchdown and make it 14-7. The Knights would then come back and tie the game in the 3rd quarter on a 34-yard touchdown and at 14-14. Then in the 4th quarter, Nicolet takes a Trimborn 3-yard touchdown, caps off a 12-yard play to take the lead at 21-14. West Bend East stormed right back, though. Dawson Rondorf, a 47-yard pass to Caden Gish for the score, tied the game at 21. East had a chance to win the football game in regulation, but were unable to. They take a 35-yard field goal. It hits the uprights. Then in overtime, Nicolet got the toss. They go first. They go 7 plays before they try a 25-yard field goal, which Donahue hits to make it 24-21. Then it was West Bend East, 1st and 10 at the 25. Rondorf goes for a attempted touchdown pass in the end zone, and he was intercepted. And the Nicolet Knights storm from behind here tonight and pull an upset victory here in West Bend over the West Bend East Suns, winning it 24-21. Nicolet will come back here next week for our broadcast, and they'll go for a West Bend sweep as they'll take on the West Bend West Spartans. But your final score here tonight is the Nicolet Knights 24 and the West Bend East Suns 21. On behalf of my cameraman, Tom Stoff, I'm the Bear Barry Hirsch. Thank you very much for watching this exciting broadcast of high school football with West Bend Community Television.